Let's get some work done today.
Open up, you open up. Bitch, you want baby Emma. We should be closer than friends.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Larina1590, and today we are going to be talking about my July top 5 on Netflix. So, as usual, this is in no particular order. You've been doing this with me for 2 months now. Let's, get on board. First up, we have Warrior Nun. Warrior Nun is a really, really good series on Netflix. It is like a great action, suspense, sci-fi, mythical. I don't know if that's a word, but it's like one of those, it's one of those shows that has a little bit of everything, but leans towards like the fantasy. It leans towards fantasy. I'm not going to spoil it for you, just know that it is very good. Next up, we have Disclosure. Disclosure was a documentary series in regards to transgender life, obstacles, society, etc. Can't really say anything without ruining it, so I suggest you just watch it. Next, we have The Order. The Order was so good. The first season was okay. The second season was so friggin' good. I was like, yo, I'm so glad I kept watching. So glad I kept watching because it just got lit in season 2. Like, it's so good. The Order is about these people who are in college and they get inducted into this secret society of witches, and there's witches and werewolves and all kinds of fun stuff. So if you're into that kind of stuff, watch it. Oh my god, don't kill me, y'all. This next one, I don't know why I did not get on this boat sooner, but I'm on it now, okay? This next one is Pose. Pose is a show that comes on FX, but I caught up on the entire series on Netflix because what happened was I was doing one of my friend's hair, and she was like, what do you want to watch? And I was like, So she was like, they've been trying to get me to watch this for, however many amount of time, whatever amount of time. And I was like, oh my gosh, my mom wants me to watch it. My sister wants me to watch it. Like, everybody's always talking about this show. Like, I'm all set. I don't want to see it. She was like, well, let's just try it. And if we don't like it, we'll just change it. I was like, all right, bet. Do you know that we watched almost the whole series in that one sitting? I was doing her hair for maybe like 10 hours. She had some long braids and they were feeding. And we literally watched all of season 1 and I think the first 4 episodes of season 2. And then I went home and I binged the rest of season 2, and it was just ridiculous. It was so good. Just watch it. The next one I have, this is my 5th one, but I'm gonna add a 6th one because I feel like it. I feel like it's worth mentioning. But this is the 5th one. 5 is Skin Decision. Skin Decision is a series on Netflix that is about plastic surgeries, but I think that the way that they capture each patient's story is what drew me into the show. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I think you guys would like it too. The first story really pulled me in because the lady had, I'm not going to ruin it for you, like I'm not going to ruin the series for you, but I'm going to tell you about this first lady. The lady had been shot by her husband, her ex-husband. I think she said like 7 times. She had a hole in her side. She had like scars all over her body that just like, it was the man, whew. This story is chilling. The man killed their kids. They had 2 kids. He killed them, and he shot her 7 times with intentions obviously of killing her, and then when he saw she wasn't dead, he killed himself. That story, her triumph over that whole situation, drew me into the whole show. And then just like in giving that story a chance, I gave, the doctor and the nurse a chance. and I actually really like both of them. I like how they work together, and I like what they're doing. So yeah, that's that. If you're wondering why I look like super shouldery, it's because I'm laying down. I don't have my tripod, and I'm at my sister's house, so the only way for me to still film is laying down. So sorry. Okay, so for the last one I want to mention for my top 5/6 for the month of July is The Old Guard. That movie, I was not expecting that from that movie. Like, I saw the previews, I read the description, and none of it gave it justice. Like, it was so freaking good, and I can't wait for another one to come out. Okay, now that we're done talking about that, I have some honorable mentions for you. Number 1 is George Lopez, Will Do It for Half. That was a stand-up, I don't know how to call that. It was a stand-up show that he had filmed and put on Netflix, and it was very funny. It was relatable. I've always liked George Lopez. My dad was a George Lopez fan, and his humor was very similar to my father's humor, is very similar to my father's humor. And so because of that, I think I gravitate towards him. George Lopez is like one of my favorite comedians, hands down, without a doubt. The second honorable mention is Eurovision. Hold on, let me read it. Eurovision Song Contest, The Story of Fire Saga. That movie was so stupid. Oh my God, if you want to just laugh and just like watch something like mindless, you want to watch Eurovision. That movie is so dumb. But you guys know Will Ferrell, like, he's so silly. Like, such a good movie. I really enjoyed it. If you like music, singing, if you like comedy, if you like Will Ferrell, you'll like this movie. It's very funny. The guy that used to play James Bond is in it, which I thought was pretty funny too. I like seeing him as like in a humorous movie, I should say. So that's it for honorable mentions. And then, of course, you know, we're not going anywhere without talking about my guilty pleasures, of course. So my first guilty pleasure of July is When Calls the Heart. It's a Hallmark show. It's one of those shows that I saw commercials for all the time, but I was like, there's no way I'm watching that. And I started watching it, and I'm hooked. I can't wait for season 6 to come out. But I can tell you this, I'm not going to watch it on Hallmark Channel. I'm going to most likely watch it when the whole season comes out on Netflix, because it's one of those shows I do like to binge. So that's that on that. And my second guilty pleasure this month was Hollywood. I fought tooth and nail not to watch that show. But then I found out that an actor from my favorite musical, which is Ain't Too Proud to Beg, the Temptations musical that's on Broadway, I found out that he was in it, and I was like, nah, I gotta see it. I have to. So I binged it. I think I watched the whole thing within 24 hours. It was pretty good, and I have no regrets. And of course, I have to be honest with you guys. I don't want you to waste your time like I did. So I have one more little tidbit before I leave, and that is something on Netflix that just is not worth your time. And I think this is across the board because I looked up the reviews and it doesn't have great reviews. The new show that's out called Cursed, it has 8 episodes, I want to say. If not 8, it has 10. And it has 10 because I'm on episode 9. And I've been on episode 9 for like 3 days because it's just hard to watch. If I'm honest, you know, it's just difficult to watch. So if you are into like mystical fantasy type things, don't get your hopes up. Go ahead and watch it, but don't get your hopes up. Go into it understanding that the storyline is super, super slow. And yeah, that's that on that. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you guys in my next video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.